Hi everyone, Yael Keon here from yaelkeon.com, and today I want to talk to you about subject lines. So super practical, a few quick subject line tips to help you get opens. So the first tip is actually that simple subject lines sometimes work a lot better. So things like question mark, or hi, or simple things like that, following up, checking in, thought you might like this, simple things like that actually create a lot of intrigue and actually can get really good results for you. So keep it simple. Those short ones sometimes are really, really powerful. Along those lines, the second type of subject line which you might want to think about are those that create some sort of intrigue. Now, I'll be clear, I'm not talking about clickbait things. Because, clickbait is all about something that encourages someone to open, but then it has nothing to do with what is actually in the email itself. But we can use intrigue, which does relate to the email itself. So she used this one thing to transform her business. Or, 3 big mistakes small business owners make when doing something. Something that sort of alludes to what's in the email that creates enough intrigue that people go, oh, what is that? And that encourages people to open as well. So something that kind of hints at what you were including in the email, but doesn't give it away in the subject line. The third tip is to use questions. So questions are really, really powerful. So how do I do blank? Or what do you think of this? There's lots of things like that because people they want an answer to that question. So if they see a question mark in that subject line, that they will think about clicking through. The next one is numbers. People love numbers. So this is one for headlines as well, like for blog post headlines, etc. But if you said 7 ways to do something, or if you use an actual real obscure number, it actually really promotes open rate. So if it's like, statistics show 91.73% of entrepreneurs do this, that creates intrigue, but that specific number indicates that you're not just making something up. It's really, really specific. It creates that intrigue and it makes it seem more, more authoritative, etc. So numbers work really, really powerfully in subject lines. And the final tip, if you have a really important email that you want people to read, I would suggest using the recipient's name in the subject line. Now, this is definitely something you don't want to do all the time, but if it's something that's like a great follow-up email or an email that you're really sharing your vision or your purpose, or you want to get some feedback, something like that, using the recipient's name in that subject line will absolutely get you the best open rate. So as simple as, hi, Janine. As simple as that in the subject line. Now, to do this, you will obviously need the first name for your subscribers. So if you don't have that, that's not going to work for you. But if you do have the first name of your subscribers, you just take that personalization code that you've got in the email itself. So when you go hi and get personalization code and put it in, it differs by email provider, but you just copy that code and put it in the subject line and it will work. And bonus tip as well, emojis are becoming a bit of thing to add a little bit of personality to those subject lines too, or to attract attention in the busy inbox. So if you've got a busy inbox full of just words and then there's one with a couple of emojis in it, that can encourage opens as well. So lots of different things you can try with your subject lines. Don't try them all at once, but if you are wanting to improve those open rates, try one of those tricks.